Welcome to
Ping
Pong.
with
No, philosophy.
Oh.
Welcome to
Ping
Pong
Philosophy
with
Jennifer Lackey.
Jennifer Lackey is Wayne and Elizabeth Jones Professor of Philosophy at Northwestern University. You can learn more about her work and her profile in the description down below.
Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank
you
you.
for being here. I want to start by asking, what is a philosophical position or idea you wish it was true, but in your view, it's not?
I think I would have to say one of the theodicies that reconciles there being the existence of some higher power that's all loving and all powerful, and yet somehow makes sense out of all of the injustices and, pain and suffering in the world.
That's very different.
Very different than what you expected?
Yeah, very different than what I expected. Since you work in social epistemology, it's...
Yeah, but it's like, if you're asking like me to imagine what I wish was true.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right? That's what you're asking, right? What is a position you wish was true, but you don't think it is? Like, I don't think that there really is an explanation for all of the suffering and evil that's compatible with something loving and powerful, that's something higher, like right?
But you wish.
Sure, because it would somehow provide some hope that all of this is not for, I'm going to say not for naught, but I believe that there is obviously significant meaning and purpose in what we do here. But I think that there are all sorts of injustices that are utterly inexplicable and have no purpose. And if I could imagine a world in which there was a view that was true, but I don't really think is, it would be that there would be.
Well, thank you so much for such a profound answer. I'm going to switch a little bit and ask you, what made you change your mind?
Well, I'm currently writing a book, so I'm changing my mind all the time.
So the clouds are coming, and we have some birds around, but
Yeah.
everything should be okay.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Okay, I'm gonna try to bolt.
Okay.
See how far I get, probably not.
Sorry if you get wet.
I guess one thing that I changed my mind on, this just comes to mind, is that I've been working on this concept of misknowing. And the concept of misknowing is where kind of like a fact or a set of facts about a person, but you center those facts in a way that swamps or obscures other bits of knowledge about them. And for a while, I thought that misknowing had to be, that the knowledge in question had to be negative. So it had to be like where the fact that you centered about someone was injurious in some way. And I was convinced recently that no, there are also really problematic cases where you center that somebody is a hero, or you center that somebody is, something where it also obscures really important information or other facts about them that are valuable.
Thank you very much again. That's a great answer. And I'm going to ask sort of the opposite. What is a philosophical position you have cherished for a long time?
That sort of agency, whether it's moral or practical or epistemic, kind of lies at the center of most of the philosophical problems that I'm concerned with.
Excellent. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit with asking you about your role as a philosophical educator.
Mm-hmm.
This is a question that some people have some trouble answering, but don't worry. So what text do you think all philosophy students should read?
A Platonic dialogue.
A Platonic dialogue.
Yeah.
Do you have any preference for late, middle, or?
If we're talking about like as an educator, I would want to teach one that I think is most accessible, even something like the Apology or something like that. I think that, the main idea I think is that I really like thinking through philosophical issues, especially when you're thinking about exposing someone to philosophy for the first time in a conversational way. I think that that's when a lot of philosophical progress is made. I mean, in contrast, think about like Descartes going and by the fire by himself and thinking through. And I think that's, I mean, you know, I'm sure it's connected with me being a social epistemologist, but I think that a lot of philosophy is best learned and best taught in conversation with others.
Thank you very much. So I know that you don't have a favorite living philosopher for a fact, but I'm going to ask you, what's the quality in a living philosopher that you admire?
Talking to people beyond those who are just professional philosophers working in the very narrow area that you're interested in. I think that making philosophy accessible to a broader range of people, and especially beyond the academy, is really important.
It's very good to hear. Now, what is an area outside philosophy that you think philosophers should engage with more?
The law.
The law. That's right. To fix some of our problems?
Yeah, and I just think that there's not enough really at the intersection. Like there's like legal philosophy, there's like philosophy of jurisprudence, and you know there's things like this, but like where you know people are actually like extensively engaging in case law, for instance, and looking at court decisions and that sort of thing, but bringing philosophical tools to bear on those questions. I think it would be really valuable to do more of that.
That's great, especially because like I'm a lawyer switched to philosophy,
Yeah.
so it's a great answer to hear. Now, this is again about your experience as an educator, but also as a professional philosopher. So, when was the first time you included a text written by you in a course you taught? It can be a ballpark.
Yeah, I don't know the exact date, but I do remember that for very long, I never used my stuff, ever, like just ever. In graduate seminars and undergraduate classes, just never. And then I had a graduate student complain about it. Not in like a bad way, but like sort of say like, oh, we were talking amongst ourselves, like the graduate students, like, why don't you ever teach your own material? Like, and I think that it was hearing that the students wanted that, that I started doing it more. And then I've started, I think, in the last 2 books I've written, sharing manuscripts of the pieces, of the chapters in my graduate seminars and in some of my undergraduate courses, and finding that to be a really worthwhile experience to engage the students, especially on issues that I'm currently, you know, really still changing my mind about. It changes in a way the dynamic between a professor and a student in some ways, to where, you know, rather than me teaching a text that I've taught 8 other times, I'm really thinking through issues that I'm still trying to kind of find my way through. And I think that's just been a very exciting transition in my teaching.
That's very good to hear. Now, you've spent your entire career in the States, as far as as I know. So it doesn't make much sense to ask you which country or institution has the best academic calendar, but if you could change something from the academic calendar in the United States, what would it be?
I think that's just really hard to say. There's very different academic calendars in the United States. There's quarters and semesters. There's different kinds of teaching loads. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, we're on the quarter system at Northwestern, which is pretty rare, and I really like the quarter system as a professor.
Okay. So the quarter system.
Maybe I would just
at
make
Northwestern.
it the quarter system for most people or something like that. Or
You know it's gonna rain like really heavily.
Yes, thank you.
like, how soon is it going to rain? Like,
I hope that not in 2 minutes, because
Okay.
we just wrap this up.
Okay.
It's okay.
okay.
So, which institution do you think has the best academic events?
Oh, I don't. You mean like literal institution?
Or,
I mean, I spent a lot of time at.
university, society.
I spent a lot of time at the University of Johannesburg,
Okay.
and I really enjoy the events there.
Okay.
We should probably. Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. So thank you very much.
I hope-
And I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for being here, and let's hope we are safe from the rain.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to actually get as far close to my apartment as possible.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
because do you know? I mean,
Thank
it
you
looks
for
like
being here
Of
anyway.
course, of course. It looks like it's going to be any minute, huh?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to try to bolt.
Okay.
See how far I get. Probably not.
Sorry if you get wet.
Take care.
Hello there. I'm Pablo. I'm the host of Ping Pong Philosophy. Thank you for watching or listening until the end. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember that you can like and subscribe to keep updated with everything we do here.
Well, until next time.